Hello everybody, good morning or good afternoon or good evening, depending on what time it is for you or you are. Happy Thursday, welcome to May the 29th. It's currently about 9:07 a.m. here in the West Coast. I have my ducky tea cozy. We've got some hot tea here. We are back. I am so close to finish with this Nightfall event that I'm trying to get into it at the top of the hour, at least whenever I remember. It's not the only thing I'm going to do today, but it's definitely on the list. Dorta, thank you very much for the 50-month resub. I heard there was a wedding and hope it was a joyous day, that you will all have many more in the future. Congratulations. Thank you very, very much. Appreciate it. You're okay. You're not on the hook for another 50. That would be, I didn't take it that way, but even if I did, that would be very funny if I was like, all right, well, I'm here to hold you to it. Start taking attendance at the start of every stream. Where are they? I hope everybody's having a lovely morning so far. We have a little gloomy and a little rainy, which is a nice change of pace. We had kind of hot and sunny yesterday, and I did not dress appropriately for my dog walk, so I was cooking. Very relieved to get home and get out of some layers and have some water. Today is much nicer. It's a bit rainy, it's a little gray, it's a little cooler. It means Moose can have his walk whenever he wants. Doesn't have to wait for it to get the sun to go down. It's nice. Better to cook than to freeze. Yes, although I might have argued with you if you'd asked me that yesterday during the walk. I don't know what I was thinking. I guess I just didn't think to change my pants was the problem. My top was fine. I had like a sun protection top that was pretty light and breathable, but like I wore the sweatpants that I'd been wearing all day, and I naively figured that they would be cool enough, but they were very warm and insulating. And I was hazel on flambe. Tell me about the wedding, please. I missed all the news. You didn't miss very much news. I haven't shared very much. It was lovely. It was wonderful. It was precisely what we wanted. I was gone for about a week for wedding and wedding activities, and then we went on a little honeymoon. We went to Salt Spring Island. We did some fishing and some what else did we do? Oh, we went to a spa, a little thermal spa, a little outdoor sauna, hot tub, cold plunge situation. It was very nice. And then we came home. It was lovely. Was your nephew in the wedding party? Was he a ring bearer? We didn't do wedding party. We didn't do bridesmaids or groomsmen or anything like that. We did have a torrent of flower girls, although we didn't have any flowers for them to scatter, so they just kind of walked down the aisle first, but it was very cute. My nephew was at the wedding. He could have joined the flower girls, but I think maybe he was feeling a bit shy, so he sat with his mom. I think everybody had a nice time, no? I had a nice time. That's important. Does marriage shift anything in the relationship? More of a that was kind of neat situation. I mean, we were already common law partners, and we've been living together for basically like our whole relationship. So it didn't functionally change anything, except that I think we feel like really cute now. Because we have like matching rings and stuff. It's not like a, you know what, it is a big deal. It feels like a big deal to us. I'm gonna get a box. Oh, I can't open my box right now. I'm too busy cheering. Growed up officially? Eh, I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't attach any kind of maturity to it. This is my second time being married, and the first time I was 21 and certainly not grown up yet. But I'm excited. I did see the Trading Post preview. We looked over it on stream. My first instinct when I saw the Chimera Corehound thing that they made was kind of like a fight or flight situation. I feel like I wanted to run away. I'm not saying corehounds or chimeras are natural in nature, but whatever that thing is definitely not. First time doesn't count. Some people wipe on the first try. I did. Yeah, must have had some lessons to learn somewhere. For me. Glad I finished all the farm and Nightfall. Got all the mog for all classes. Nice. I'm so close, I think, which is why I'm motivated to be out here and finish this. I just need, like, I think 4 more items. It's laid out kind of funky. Here, it's showing just the gavel and then the cloak. I'm pretty sure there's more than that, though. Oh, Kitty Rotten on a 20 stream streak. Thank you very, very much. Welcome back. Welcome back. I'm excited to pour my cup of tea because I decided to grab one of my china cups from my cupboard. Because we were talking recently about how I don't like having stuff that's too nice to use. And then I thought to myself, why am I not drinking tea out of my china? Mind you, it wasn't expensive. I got it for free on the side of the road. But I cleaned it up really nice, and it was expensive for somebody at one point in life, maybe. I don't actually know how much they cost originally, but they're cute. Oh, man. We're going to hammer rotation gently. Our hands are feeling it today. I got up and I went to yoga this morning, and I am feeling like I have used what the universe gave me to work with for the day already, and I need to regenerate a little bit. I need to grow some mojo back. I'm out of mojo. Do you ever have moments playing WoW where you think, F this, I'm going to become a Mario Kart streamer? I don't think that's ever happened to me. I feel like being a Mario Kart, or indeed almost any other type of game streamer, would be infinitely more work for me than this, because I feel like I've been playing WoW for so many years, and I like WoW so much, that I can almost play it without involving my brain at all. You know, I have the muscle memory to kind of do this the same way that we, like, walk, or, I don't know, what else do people do with their hands and feet? Normal stuff. Like, I don't have to think about it, which leaves me a lot of bandwidth left over to worry about stream. If I was playing Mario Kart, I would just be running into things and then be like, oh man, everybody saw! Only mojo grew on trees. Yes, it should be possible to do this event in the far future. It scales down to you just fine. I believe that this boss, it takes forever to kill right now, but I have a feeling that a couple of expansions, or not even expansions, like a couple patches from now, it will not be such a big deal, especially with less people in the area. I think part of the reason it's scaling up so much is because of all the tags. Hello, Boogie. How you doing? Mario Kart was the least stressful game I could think of. I think for me, on stream, WoW is the least stressful game I can play. I am not very... I don't want to say I'm not invested in WoW, but I am very open to all of the possibilities in WoW, including the ones in which I'm not doing very well. It's all fine. It's all good. It's all... I'm just happy to be here. Big bug. Incapable of speaking a coherent sentence when playing, can never be streaming.
The sacred flame blesses us with victory. But stay vigilant. The enemy will return to throw
I did off stream after I turned off my stream yesterday do one more like half run of Orgrimmar Visions to get my helmet enchant, so I have my Raider Corruption on my priest.
Take a moment for celebration.
Open these guys. We got our emblem of service, which we can spend.
Soon enough.
Couple of resonance crystals and gold and stuff. So I'm gonna get... I need an int gavel. I need a cloak. And those are for some reason the only two things that this character is being shown. Executioner's drape. Yeah. I wanted to buy the cloak and the character that actually needed it. This guy's got a champion cloak already. I guess I'll buy the gavel. Because I know for sure that I'm missing that one.
Into the light.
It's the white coloration.
We are the heart of
Not from that vendor.
Even in the shadows.
This
Your
one.
path
Yeah,
is
we'll get
clear.
this. And we can even equip it so it's not refundable. Let's get it added to the collection. We can vendor it and we're all happy. So now when we look at Nightfall, it says I'm at 98%. I know I need that cloak. Oh, and I still need Warglaive, that's right, because I bought the legs on my priest. So it's a cloak and then just Warglaive. So 2 items left? I think that's right, because I think I had one of them. I got lucky and one of them dropped for me. I'm curious if I left any emblems of service on my characters. I think I might log into them. It'll take a while, but I might log into them just to have a look. I know for a while I was saving them, and then I started spending them, but I don't recall if I did spend them all or not. You doing that Orphan World quest yesterday? Hey, who walked away with the 800 gold? This girl. Ow. Careful. Oh man, we're feeling a little battered today. We're gonna have a nice cup of tea. Let's not shake the wrists around. They've done enough for today. They've actually been feeling a lot stronger recently. I think I am successfully building some strength and stability through them. It's just, you just got to take it a little easy. Brain can't handle WoW combat. Happy about the one button rotation thing. Maybe it'll be a time of return. Hi, buddy. What's up, Buttercup? Do you want to come sit in my office? Oh, using just like a tiny little bit. Tiny little bit of the bed. Oh, Bobs. How you doing this morning? I think it's nap time for Moosey. I shouldn't bother him too much. I should let him sleep. Well, classic coming. I'm sure gonna miss the 2-hour leveling tricks from Remix. What a cutie. He's so sweet. Okay, so I was gonna check just my 80s, which might take a second, but I'm checking them for Radiant Emblems of Service. Why does he look so sheepish? He has his moods. He doesn't always do that. I don't know. He does look like he's a bit guilty, but I think he's just sleepy. I think he's just a toy boy. I am Mr. Moose. I like tea. Smells nice. Feels hot. I'm not gonna drink that just yet. Okay. Oh yeah, I guess some of these characters might have vaults too. I think this character I just took tokens and then I used them for gold for my vault, so that's what she's been up to. She does not have any emblems of service, so she doesn't need to worry about that. We do have Delver's Bounty, and delving is what I'm eventually going to be getting down to today because I want to really work on my brain level specifically. Like any gear that I can get from Delves, any Valor Stones, that's all great. I'm definitely going to be able to use all of that stuff, but... Actually, I'm nearly capped. Maybe I have some stuff that she can upgrade or something. Can she upgrade anything? Or am I going to siphon her Valor Stones onto another character?
There is much to be done.
Oh, yeah. Could do a couple. Couple of cresties. Oh, I wonder if she's got any crested trade up. I feel like she's done it already. These mainly need runed crests. Yeah.
Stay vigilant.
Does she have... She has like a few of the baby crests. Worth a little trade.
May we all find what we seek.
Occupying that one corner of the bed only. Dog hangs her head off the couch in weird ways when she's napping. What breed is he? He is a mix. He's got German Shepherd. Oh, hang on. That's not the big moose game. He's got German Shepherd. He's got Malamute. He's got Husky. He's got a bit of Cattle Dog. And he's got like another dozen breeds. But if we were going to boil it down, I would say like a German Shepherd Malamute. He's got his little feeties in a little feedie pile. He's got his little toe beans. I'm obsessed. I'm in love with him. 149. Here's a video. Yeah, it's a member video though. It's a paywalled one. I have shown the results on stream before though. I've got a little graphic somewhere. Dog bed is huge. He takes up the whole thing when he relaxes. When he spreads out, he can take up the whole thing. It's a pretty big bed. He's just scrunchy right now. He's just being a little moosey dog.
I offer you my aid.
What do I want to upgrade here? Do I want to upgrade? I want to upgrade stuff that's expensive on the crest, to be honest. The helmet's good because it's 85. 85 crest, because I'm trying to just like sink some, really. Maybe this chest piece is also 85, yeah. Oh yeah, I have enough to do that. That's good. Cool.
Go
651 in this character. She did not have the emblem of service I was looking for. She does have a Delver's Bounty map, so if we end up doing delves on her, depending on how many delves we end up getting to today, anyway. How much does Moose weigh nowadays? I haven't had him weighed in a hot minute. He was kind of low to mid 70 pounds, like 72, 73, something like that. Hang on, there's a... would you like to have a pet duck in real life? It's funny that you asked that. Not that I was like looking into it or anything, but I've seen like a lot of videos of people with ducks recently. And I saw some ducks not too long ago and I thought, oh, quack, you know, they're fun. I don't know if I aspire to own one, but I wouldn't mind spending more time with ducks in my day-to-day life. Emblem of service? Any luck? Nope, no emblem of service is there. Okay. So he's good. You're a pretty good boy. He's a pretty good boy. He's sleepy. Him and the cat have been so cute together lately. She totally likes him. He totally grew on her. They eat the snails who want to destroy your garden. If I ever get a garden, that's gonna be I might need a defense duck. I'm finally gonna get like a little bit of land after all these years of trying, and I'm gonna fail miserably. I feel like I've built up so much wanting to plant things and have some earth to really like get my fingers into, and I'm finally gonna do it, and it's just all I'm gonna get like blight or something. Oh, I have 2 emblems of service. I saved up 2 on Boppin. Okay. So we're gonna get the Warglaive, we're gonna get the cloak, and then I think we're good. I think at that point we're done. Hang on. Warglaive. That's the Warglaive. And then there's a cloak that we're missing as well. The cloak that we're missing is... Nightfall Executioner's Drape. Which you can buy on a vendor. Pretty sure. I know it can drop from all the bags and stuff and the rares. Okay, now I'm getting less convinced that I can buy it off a vendor. I could have sworn that all the stuff was on vendors. Might be on the other one. Nightfall Executioner's Drape. That's a Wrathy Zealot's cape. Mantle. Nightfall Executioner. Might be
The
blue.
shadows don't stand a chance against
Yeah,
my
corrupted
blades.
armor. Cursed Blades, Shadow Walkers. Don't tell me it has to drop for me. That would be bad news. I'm looking. I'm looking. I'm
Whisper
getting
tales of
worried.
my Selection.
It drops only? No! That's terrible news. I opened 127 bags looking for the cat.
The sacred
I
flame
do
tempers
not want to
just our
hear
souls.
that the last item I need must drop. That's awful. I mean, it's a cloak, so it could drop for anybody, but the fact that it hasn't done so yet is concerning. Oh, no. Are we serious? Are we for real? Are we for serious? Cereal? Cheerios? Wowhead, help me. Nightfall Executioners. Nightfall Executioner's Drape. There's no comments on it, which makes me think it can't. It has a chance to drop off of like the last boss of the hourly event. Well, I guess there's nothing for her to do with this emblem of service, but buy something she needs a champion piece of. Is she wearing any veteran stuff? She's probably not. No, her gear's great. She's got awesome gear. Even her rings are champion. I mean, her trinkets might kind of suck. I don't know what these do. Well, I know what this one does. I feel like Amplifier's not bad. Anyway, this is terrible news, and I'm choosing to not deal with it right now. It's called the Nightfall Executioner's Drape. It's the last piece of Mog I need, and apparently you cannot get it off a vendor, which is so mean. Nope, not ready to deal with that. If I was going to deal with that, it would be by probably running the event, because it can drop from the boxes and it can drop from the last boss, I think. Well, it can also drop from the cultist bags. Oh gosh, it's not even cool looking. It's just the last thing I need on my list to like kind of feel like I'm finished. What is that, 100 pet? You like that one? That's the bombshell crab. You can tame those in Undermine. I named him Kablooey. Alright, well, I'm going to start some delves. I'm going to get delving here because my Brann needs experience. He's been languishing. It's too adorable. It'll drop for you. I don't know. when I'm going to have the moral fiber to farm that. I thought for sure I was gonna be done after I finished buying stuff with the vendor stuff. Oh. Because I'll have to decide if I want to farm more cultist bags after having already gotten the void cat. Or if I'm better off doing the weekly event. I don't know. Ooh. How am I gonna do these delves? I'm after experience. This is my main. I figured if I was gonna do... my logic here is that if I was gonna do 10s, which are decent brand experience, because I don't really care about the Gilded Crest. I'm gonna get Gilded Crest from, like, keys or whatever. If I was gonna do 10s, this character could probably get him done. She's got the best gear. I could do them with, I could do them in Shadow Spec, probably. I haven't done a lot of Shadow delves. I was healing delves with Brann for a while, but, like, I don't know if I want to bother with that. It might feel slow without Flabby. Do I have a delve weekly to pick up or anything? No, it must have it. I definitely have a map I can use. Let's go ahead and use our Delvabot. I really wish that the cooldown of the Delvabot would reset when you did a delve. That would make it amazing. It does drop from the boss, I think. Maps are massive XP now. Oh. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna do this on a 10, I think is gonna be good experience. And I can use the bounty I have, and everything will be fine. We won't worry too much about being in a hurry, because it's a delve. We don't have to be in a hurry. The only thing we get if we do it faster is the ability to do more of them in a given day. My Brann is currently healing, which I feel like is fine. I like these. I like this setup. I use it on a lot of characters. That'll help me be a little safer. I kind of hate the candles and all related delves where you have to like place a thing that you have limited charges of. I never run out of charges. I just feel like I'm gonna. Depending on the delve, 5 to 7 minutes. My normal thing, I'm not running 8s, but even when I do run 8s on my alts, I tend to take like 12, maybe 10 to 15 minutes is maybe a more realistic time frame for me. So we'll see. I think I have DBM on, so we'll have a timer. Oh, I need to talk to the guy. I miss talking to the guy. Here he is. Tedious. A little bit, but I'm motivated now because I want to get my Brann leveled, and I know he's going to get as good experience as he's likely to. You know, they've buffed his experience gain a couple times now. We're in sort of the end zone of the patch. So if I'm gonna do it, this would be the time for collecting candles. I actually really enjoyed doing Horrific Visions yesterday. I think I'm gonna farm Horrific Visions for currency for cosmetics. I think I'm gonna not worry too much about it until we get the tech tree filled. Especially, like, I don't think I'm gonna worry too much about pushing masks until I get the tech tree filled, and then as we get tributes up, those help a lot too. I just got the tribute that gives me 100 sanity when I kill an elite. So next week when I get the Nemesis mask, that should be a pretty substantial power boost, or at least boost to longevity in Horrific Visions, so I'm looking forward to that. I think I dropped 2 candles. I did. Whoopsies. Reminds me, I should give Underpin a shot. That's the main reason why I want to get my Brann leveled, is I really want to get my Brann leveled up for the sake of Underpin. I'm sure I could do Underpin without a fully leveled Brann. I'm sure it's possible. But why make it harder on yourself than you need to? You know, why do it hard way when easy way available? I just want a number to go up. Yeah, I want to get my Brann cat before I really return to double question mark Underpin. Because he definitely kicked my booty a little bit the first time. So I told him I would go and have like a little anime training montage before I returned. So that's what I'm doing now. make the challenge find it harder to grind that many delves. Yeah, I think I'm like achievement motivated enough, or at least collectible motivated enough, because I know there's like those key pieces, the back pieces that look like keys that you can get for having done XYZ amount of Bountiful Delves. I think one's 250 and one's 500. I'm nowhere close to either of those, but whenever I am grinding Bountiful Delves, I do at least feel good that I'm making progress on that, as well as working on my Brann level for this. Maybe when my Brann is fully leveled, I will feel less motivated to grind them, and I'll be content to let that achievement wait until, you know, future patches and expansions and stuff, because delves aren't going anywhere. Did I get enough candles? Oh, hang on, there's a curiosity. I need it. Oh, I had another thought. Yeah, because I used to do delves. I used to really like delves on my alts to help them get like veteran and champion and a tiny piece of hero track gear. And it seems that now at this point of the patch, you can get gear so readily from Nightfall. Like I have just bank tabs full of it. And then additionally, horrific visions are going to be good for that too. I just got the item that's going to let any future veteran gear be warbound, because we don't have enough veteran warbound gear apparently. And then there's going to be another one that lets the champion gear that drops become warbound too, for even more stuff to give to the alt. So it doesn't really feel like a fresh alt needs to grind delves anymore to kind of get on their feet. Maybe next patch. Maybe the beginning of next patch is going to feel more vital. 50 coffer key delves for 500. Oh, you're so close. I keep hearing Brain instead of Brann. He's raising Brann. Some classes have it more easy, and Shadow Priest, not one of them. I figure, depending on how much time and stamina I have today, I was going to do my Bountiful Delves on Priest, and then I was going to just kind of rotate through my alts that I have, because, you know, we can do 4 Bountiful Delves per day per character, and I've got, you know, probably more characters than I can get through Bountiful Delves in a day for, if I had to guess. So the key for 10s for experience is to make sure that you get every underpin pack. I say that feeling like maybe I missed one or two. There's one there. Because you get a guaranteed piece of pretty good experience. Oh, I dotted him. I don't recall doing that. I must have done it. It's got my dots on it. I'm the only priest in here. It must have been me. Kitty cat, would you like to come sit up on my lap? I can move.
Watch your step.
Kitty gets priority, of course. Come on. Up. Okay. So we're getting candles. Hi. Raisin Bread is brilliant. It's the name of an achievement, actually. They came up with that one first.
This bronzebeard still got it.
Ow. Ow. I don't know why I thought that I would be immune to fire. Thanks, Brann. This is why I have him heal. Champion thing for all champion gear? Just the horrific eyeballs that would get warband bound? So I don't have it yet. I haven't run any since I got the veteran one, but my take was that the gear that you get to drop for you at the end of a horrific vision of the relevant upgrade track will be warbound instead of soulbound. Going forward, anyway. But my understanding was that all of it that drops at the end of a vision. Okay, so there's the bodyguard intern. We have all of our candles. We need more nemesis. So there's the nemesis guy right here. Thank goodness for Brann and his healing pots. Should probably just kill this fuse tender so he doesn't linger longer than necessary here. How are you feeling this morning, kitty cat? I can hear you purring. You sound happy. Your head button my tea cozy. You're so silly. You're so cute. Nice clean mini map. Oh, I thank you. Threw me a little bit. I didn't quite know what to say. Yeah. I'm not expecting the vendor gear to become warbound. I'm expecting the dropped stuff too. Yeah, but not stuff from other sources. No, just from Horrific Vision specifically. So there's another bodyguard intern. That should be the third. Oh, no, there's 4 Nemesis packs. Okay. Well, here, let's get you over here. I'm not touching that candle until I've found more. Well, actually, no, we're not at the end, are we? There's more. There's more delve left to go. No shade in your minimap? Do you like having it that zoomed in? I'd go crazy? I guess I just haven't really thought about it. I only really adjust it when I find that it's not doing something that I actively want it to be doing. And I've like noticed, which doesn't happen terribly often. Moose, are you dabbing? Maybe a little bit. Comfy puppy. Mine's filled with 2656 add-ons. Oh! I have them too. They just hide when I'm not moused over it. I don't know what add-on is doing that. Or what is doing that. But I have a bunch of add-ons too. That makes more sense. I understand what you mean now. I was a little lost. Leah tricks me. Keep it in warm nosy. It's important. Ooh, spicy. As my friends would say, spicy meatball. I don't need any more suspicious candles, I don't think. Oh, I do need experience, though.
Nice fight.
Yeah. Did my Brann level up? He's been 73 for a million years. He is 74 now. That's good. Good for him. Oh, yeah, that's right. I didn't take anything from my vault because I was depressed about my choices. I didn't have anything I wanted. Oh, dear. Sleepy. Let me check over here and see. Make sure there's nothing I need. Comfy bud. He sleeps in here overnight sometimes. Like, this is not my bedroom. This is another room from my bedroom separately. And he sleeps in here sometimes. Like, I'll come in this room to get my phone from the closet before I leave in the morning. And he'll just be, like, passed out on the bed in here. And it's like, what are you doing, bud? You want your own bedroom? I've never known a dog to want privacy at night like that. Oh, we're doing waves. Here we go. Oopsies. If I was asleep in that position, I would want some privacy too. He's not given to modesty. He cares not for our social constructs. He's just getting cozy. He's got great what is it? External hip rotation. I aspire to be that bendy. Mine do not do that, and I'm working on it. Oh, okay, we found our Nemesis pack. Good.
Charging me.
You got to dodge.
Frontal.
Yeah, now that you mention it, I don't pay very much attention to my minimap. I never really thought about it recently. I'm sure I use it for some things, but I don't know, quest objectives? I feel like I'm more likely to find those with my on the screen. I think I do sometimes miss things that are marked in yellow on my minimap because I just wasn't looking at it in the first place. Yeah, it's okay. Alright, do we have... Yes, we finished our underpin packs. Once we finish the delve, we should get a decent chunk of XP for our friend here. Just for science, could you zoom out? There you go. Like one of your mouse guys. Gathering nodes and pets. Yeah. When I was gathering with it, which I haven't done in months, but when I was doing it, that's what Farm Hut's for. And then I overlaid over the center of my screen.
Gruntle.
Okay, last boss time. I have any cooldowns up? I do not. Yeah, we have Halo. Yeah.
Watch your step.
I'm pretty sure I remember to use... I did remember to use my map. That's good. Somebody said maps give experience, which is exciting.
Watch your step.
I only need maps to give, like, hero track gear. But I haven't looked in a while.
Knocking back.
I want all the Brann XP I can get. Although, if I get my Brann XP too fast and I get him to 80, then I have to fight Underpin because that was my whole plan. And I don't know if I'm ready for that. I think I gotta work up to it. I gotta think some brave thoughts first. Speak some affirmations into a mirror or something. It is not his private property.
Watch your step. Knocking back.
Nice fight.
Nice. I think it'll also be easier for having waited this long to get like the extra power boost from extra upgrade levels on gear, and then
Nothing old Brann.
Greater Corruption can't hurt either. I've got Void Ritual. Mind Spike? I think I like Mind Flay a tiny bit better than Mind Spike. I don't mind either of them. I just take whatever came with the build, to be honest. I get my gold. We get Bountiful Trunk. Coffer. Good for Resonance Crystals. What is that? Champion Mace. Interest Compounder.
Nice fight.
Nemesis Box gave him like 30k XP. That Trove gave him 34k XP. He got to 75 and a half.
Just got to know.
Yeah, that was pretty good. That was pretty darn good. And then the whole delve took me 14 minutes. Yeah. I wonder how long it would take me to struggle through a 10 on some of my less geared delves. Maybe about the same amount of time because they're not a shadow braced. I feel like I could stand to do that on my Warlock and my Paladin. I think they have maps ready too. This character even has a Wave Scrambler for next week. Hero Track and Garbage Mancer Trinket. Get rid of some of this stuff just so it doesn't bother us. I think I should probably vendor the Interest Compounder. I think 146 gold is better than I'm gonna do from anything else. Okay, we'll take her home. 5 more brain levels. I have restored his hat, although I think they gave me a thing that I can still use to switch it out. You restore his hat in first question mark underpin, I think. And listen to you all day, Hazel. I don't know why. Aw, shucks. That's very sweet. We try not to say anything too jarring or in too jarring of a way. Not big screamers over here.
My directive has been...
Is this good for anything? Yeah, I'll get some undercoins and some resonance crystals. Feels kind of bad to keep getting Delver's Journey when you've journed. But I can probably use the undercoins to buy something I need. I don't buy coffer keys. I feel like I have enough of them. If I get 5,000 saved up, we've got some more sets we can buy. Alright. I can do more delves on this character, but I think I want to do... If I have extra maps sitting around in other characters, maybe I should do their maps just to make sure they get at least that much done for the week? Question mark? Seems reasonable, then we can rotate back. That was such good experience for Brann, too. This is my vault this week. This is so depressing. I did extra keys on my day off when I normally wouldn't to get 1 extra myth slot. I don't even need the Mog. I don't even need the transmog on either of these weapons. And my embellish is weapon based. I can't take those. I don't even have 3 things for a socket adding device. I don't even think I want a socket adding device. My bracers are okay. They're hero track though. I kind of don't want a socket unless it's myth track bracers. Have you had sockets too? Belts. Helm bracers or belts. No, my belt is hero track too. I hoped I would have more myth track things by now from having done the vault and the keys, but what are you gonna do? Can't do anything about it. Not a single thing. Oh yeah, I've got 4 tokens of merit from last week. I guess I'll just take the silly tokens. Do that with Flabby. Counts quality time with a friend. True.
My directive is to serve you.
Yeah, just give me my consolation tokens. I guess I could get the appearance of this veteran. I could take. Hang on, I could take a veteran. I don't care. I'll get it one day. I'm not too worried about it. Lucy, are you zonked? Is he sleeping? Sometimes when he's on his back like that, he starts snoring. And he's just like rumbling little snores through his little teepees. What kind of key did I get? Oh, I got a Priory 10. Dark Ascension is so pretty, but I'm used to Void Eruption. Dark Ascension feels very meaningless to me. It's kind of a chore. Like, I have to remember to hit it, and then I don't feel like it's... I don't know. It doesn't feel very impactful. Void Eruption had a little more oomph behind it. Check in on Anthus here. 12 minutes on, 12 minutes on whatchamacallem. This event, if I wanted to do it. Oh no, he did this. He did it already. I guess it would be a different character. Where are our bountiful delves? Don't I have a nice way of finding that out? Did I take off Delve Journal? Yeah, I had an add-on for it at one point. Huh. Anyway. Aladorn has Kriegval's Rest. That's the one that we did. Excavation Site 9. I feel like that's bait. We also have Takrathan, Abyss. Which I want to say is a swimming one. Oh, and Waterworks. Ugh. Ugh. I don't know. Let's go do... I did get the Void Links. I got it to drop on bag. More or less 127. How do you get exalted with the cartels? Weekly quests. Weekly quests and world quests. Try to do the world quests once at the top of the week and then once at the midweek point, kind of like Friday night or like sometime on the weekend. So you get both resets of world quests and then you're in pretty good shape. I'm not done with them, mind you. I am exalted with Bilgewater and Steamweedle. I'm revered with Blackwater, and that's where I'm working on right now. If you want your rep even faster, you can do chet lists on alts and turn them in for rep, but that does mean that you're not turning them in for part-time or achievement credit if you were hoping to get that one. And also, it's like a mild pain in the butt. Not a big one, but... My Chihuahua sleeps like that, but under a blanket. Moose is pretty fluffy. He's got his own blanket. He is a blanket. He gets so warm when he's snoozing. Sometimes he'll cuddle with me on the couch and he's just so toasty. I gave him a big hug this morning while I was wearing this hoodie and I still have like a little layer of moose fur on. It's early. It is 9:50 a.m. Let's do a delve here. See if we can do our break at like 10:30. I think I'm gonna try and do the 10 for the XP. I think I'm motivated enough. Oh my god, buddy. I think I am motivated enough. Why are we watching me play? Wow, this is where it's at. To get Brann leveled, that I want to kind of struggle through. It's not gonna be a struggle, but I want to kind of work through the 10 as opposed to trying to do an 8 or something like that. Yep, that's a good nap. I have food. Flasks are kind of, I mean, buy cheap flasks if nothing else, right? If you're not gonna buy expensive flasks, see how much the cheap ones are. Oh, I did have it on my bar. My dog is a mix. He's a shelter puppy. Shepherd, German Shepherd, Husky, Malamute, etc. kind of situation. So those are 500. These are only 100 each. I can take like 5 of those. I can afford that. Just to have a little something. Some kind of buff on. He's very cute. That's Mr. Moose. Or my Moo Bear. Or Mr. Bear. Mr. Moosey Moosey Moo. Okay, Brann is healing. I think for 10 I'm gonna leave Brann in healing. I could probably get away with switching him to damage, but I'm not gonna stress about it. 11's for the achievement. I mean, I know you get Gilded Crest. I don't know if there's an achievement that I'm like looking for doing 11's. Hang on, Delves, War Within. Damage dealer. Are these new? Apparently I need to do Mycomancer for this one. I don't think I want these for any big reason though. I don't think I'm too worried about it. Okay. Besides, this is this guy, hey, his gear's okay. His trinkets kind of suffer a little bit. Alright. One thing at a time here. One thing at a time. Oh, hang on. Hang on. We're swimming, aren't we? Do you think I can get away with just doing the... I'm gonna try, and I might regret this, I'm gonna try and get away with just the, Noggin Fogger, the toy. It should let me breathe underwater. I've found in practice it's... Oh man, my damage is terrible. I found that in practice it can be a little funky, like it doesn't always work correctly. Why? He's wearing a weapon. That's a good start. Callios, thank you for the 19-month resub. Appreciate it. How much damage am I doing? Or not doing? Oh. Uh-oh. Brand's right. Details. I don't have details on right now. Maybe I should turn it on. See you later, kitty cat. Details? Hello? Oh, tea's good. That's really nice. I think my buddy's having a good nap. Okay. It is called Everlasting Noggin Fogger. I got this. It's 50 silver per gulp. Gives me a 10-minute buff. I wonder if they changed this. Just says I'm smaller. No, I still have a breath bar. Let's hang on. I know I killed those 2 mobs already, but I think it's not worth my life to try to do this the old-fashioned way. So, don't mind me. I swear the Noggin Fogger used to, like, work for me. Let's just get a stack of, Dranic water breathing elixirs. Just pick up like 20 of them, honestly. I used to be able to use the Noggin Fogger. I don't know what happened. I guess it has always been a little bit wonky. Okay, well maybe I'll be able to maybe I'll be able to do that opening pack faster than last time because that was terrible. We got 3 lives left. We want to make sure we do all 4 Nemesis packs. We're not in a huge hurry. We've got details so that we can have a look at how much damage we're doing. I have a food buff. I have a brand food buff. I have a flask. I'll throw on a mana oil. Why not? That button wasn't working. And then I have my weapon, which just kind of shares a cooldown with our trinkets here. See if I remember anything about Ret Paladin. That's better. I don't know what I did the first time, but it wasn't very good. We did fine there. Need to be a skeleton. Do you have to like keep spamming it? Can it give you different things at different times? Yeah. Can't be too mad at Ogdenfogger. What do you mean I've recently benefited from emergency supplies? What emergency? I don't remember an emergency. Well, at least we have plenty of AoE. Is it possible that it is now more like the original, which has a few different effects? Yeah, that must be what's going on.
There's treasure close by.
I think Paladin is a much better class to do Delves on than Priest, but I can definitely feel that I'm more comfortable on my Priest. I'm getting myself, and I guess I've got an extra like 15, 20 item levels on her. I'm getting myself into a couple of scrapes here. But we haven't played this in any content of any meaningful difficulty in a little bit, so maybe it'll just take us some time to get warmed back up to it. I feel like I got a whole Brann level from doing that 10 with the map last time, which reminds me, I think I have a map to pop? Or did I do it already? Hang on, this guy won't die. Excuse you. I do have a map. There we go. Slam that.
That's more like it.
So there's a well-connected friend there. We just need to make sure that we do the crates when we're ready to move on. Sometimes I get myself attacked by sharks doing this. You spam to get the skeleton. Gotcha. Okay. Next time I'll give that a try. Best way for me to deal with delves is going tank. Makes even 11s a breeze. Oh, oh. Bubble. I think I'm just out of practice. Where is that guy going? I'm kind of rolling around the idea of setting up prop paladin on this guy and then making like a real try, putting in some real effort to make a go of tanking keys for the triple threat title. I haven't like committed to it. I haven't decided how badly I want it. I've got some other stuff that like I want to do the delve and underpin first for sure. But if I get underpin down and I still have time before whatever's next, I'm gonna have to think about whether or not I want to do that. Because if I do, I should start soon. I would need to do DPS keys as well, but I feel like I can do those on Shadow Priest or on Ret Paladin without a huge issue. This thing has so much health, my goodness. I think my single target sucks. I think that's what's happening here. Every time I'm fighting just one mob that has like boss levels of HP, I'm like wondering why I'm still fighting it 35 years later. Yeah, tens. Tens in time. Oh, I am. Another power. On healer, tank, and DPS, and they don't count retroactively from the patch, so you have to actually like you have to actually do them fresh. I do use Fate of my Priest. I try to use it mainly as a damage reduction. The talent that gives you 10% DR on Fade, and that's usually what I'm using it for. Although it is nice to send aggro to Brann, but I don't actively try to like kite with it really. I'm not that fancy. I just tank stuff with my face. Wow, that green on green is tough to see if you're not looking for it. I wonder if I was eating some of those. Maybe that's why I took so much damage. I'm glad I have my Brann healing me. I need his help. Get this one.
Nice find.
Yeah. We're getting our boy caught up today. You can get quite good gear from delves. You can get, as long as you can do 8s, which I find that most alts can pretty early, as long as they take their time. You can get champion gear from the end of it, which is like up to 6 pieces per week from keys, and then a hero track piece from your map, as well as getting some, I think, hero track items from Vault, maybe? Maybe it's champion stuff from the Vault. But you can get some good gear from Vault as well. Good kind of mid-range gear. Yeah, there's a lot of terrible trinkets. There are a couple of good ones though too. It's not a total wash. And if you have no trinkets at all, any trinket is better than nothing. I'm still walking around with some substandard stuff on this guy, trinket wise. Okay, we've got some explosive allies over here. I think I managed to pull some extra stuff. I'm a little bit of a hazard in melee. Maybe more so than in ranged. Visions gear, those are good too. I don't know if the I don't know about the specific like trinkets or anything, although maybe they're fine. I don't even know how you. Oh no, you do get hero pieces from visions. I guess I don't know how you get it. Get that.
Fantastic.
We're almost halfway here. 5 mask. Oh, and then you get hero track gear. Oh, okay. Yeah, that should become easier for alts as we get more of the research done and sorted. I think I'm spending too much time looking at my bars and not enough time looking at the ground, and that's what's happening. There's also a lot of stuff distracting us in melee. There's hammers. There's bubbles. There's a monkey. It's doing something. It's Brann's, I'm pretty sure. It's not mine.
Oh, Brann's got your back.
I think next week I might take a closer look at what's involved in mount farming from whatchamacallit, mount farming from Visions. I didn't start any of them on the first week, but I think next week might be a good time to take a closer look at that Wowhead article and maybe set a couple things in motion. Have a little bit more juice to work with in there. Explosive ally. I don't think Visions are gonna leave, as far as I know, right? Is there anything that indicates that they're temporary? I think they're just gonna be available. Even the old Visions are still available. Pretty sure people have been grinding those for Mog. Made some YouTube videos about parsing. Is that a good place for me to start to learn how to get good? I don't recall exactly what I said, but I think it should be fairly fundamental things that aren't specific to a given patch. That is a good place to start. Yeah. I even before parses sometimes, or like while you're working on it, I like to kind of keep up like a class guide. I tend to use Wowhead guides, but sometimes people like other ones. And just kind of, I don't know, read through it at different points. Like, read through it and then play for a while and then read through it again and see if there's anything that you can apply in terms of, like, your rotation order or your priorities that you can kind of practice with. Because applying those principles is usually what gives me a big boost in my parse. That, and then making sure that I've geared effectively. Whenever I'm kind of just sort of half-heartedly playing a character, I tend to wear whatever gear comes my way based on item level. But when I'm really trying to push it, I will start to pay attention to, I'll pay more attention to secondaries, and not only like gemming and enchanting the right secondaries, but also like searching for pieces of gear that have the specific combinations I want. And getting like fully geared out in optimal secondaries will also make a big difference for your bottom line. It's a pain, but it helps if you're trying to get that extra little bit. You can definitely feel the difference. How are we doing on our, oh, we did all of our Nemesis packs. Excellent. It's great news. Okay. And then we're just ready for our last boss. I think this is going to be faster than the delve we did on Priest. I think those have killed me before, if I had to remember. My single target's not so hot, so I feel like the last bosses are the hardest part for my paladin right now. I'm not in a spec that's really set up well for single target. And I don't really know much of what to do aside from do my same rotation, but just hammer Templar's Verdict instead of Divine Storm. Kind of my big plan here. Yeah, I could retell him for the final boss. That sounds annoying though. I think I'd rather just do this. The dying part seems to really cut into my DPS. Yeah, that'll get you. That one gets me pretty good. That's just practice. There's not much else you can do. You just keep doing whatever the encounters are. Notice which parts tend to get you, and then practice kind of like having a little look around before the scary part is coming, or figuring out what you need to be watching for, or where you need to move in advance. Moving in advance saves lives. knowing which mechanic is the awful one and figuring out where you need to be, and then moving like right when the timer is counting down for it, if you have boss timers up in a raid or something like that, can be very helpful. It's not always appropriate, but it can be very helpful. But yeah, sometimes you just die. That took, oh, okay, 50k for finishing the delve for Brann. 50k experience. I guess I didn't have DBM on because I don't have a timer here, but that's okay. Hi, bud. What did you get with your cartel chips? So far, nothing. Haven't spent them yet. I don't have a plan, and in lieu of a plan, I'm just sitting on them, I guess. I haven't gotten around to having a look at it. I haven't gotten a single thing. I think maybe a Jaster's is in my future, but like, I don't know.
Stronger by the second.
Wow, Brann up to 77. Okay, so we are smoking his levels today. We started at 33. Pardon me, 73, not 33. Let's not get carried away. We started at 73. We did 2 delves.
That's more like it.
These 10s with maps are really good. I think I'm going to do another one on my Warlock. Oh, and he got another map for next week. That's awesome. Got a Hero Track chest piece, which he does not need. Doesn't need that. Got a champion piece here somewhere. Veteran ring. Where's his champion piece? Amorphous relic. Actually, that's probably good. That's probably... I'm going to take off this silly Rat Fang Toxin, even though it's Hero Track, because I never use it. I've got way too many trinket cooldowns. I don't think that one's doing me any good at all. I think I'm just going to Hearth on him. Me neither, huzzah. They did buff it, yeah. We got OAB. Oh, One-Armed Bandit, Mythic, Tuesday, so I can buy the Mythic House of Cards. Nice.
The orphans of Merodar have been asking to play with you again.
Alright, I think I'm going to take my break, and when I come back, we're going to do that again on a Warlock. And I think that's going to get my Brann really close to finished. I may actually poke my head in Underpin today. I don't know if I'm happy about that, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there. I'll be right back. Alright. I'm ready for some delving on my Warlock. Question is, which one do I want to do? I feel like Takrothan was fine. And I don't even need to get any water breathing buffs because I'm an undead Warlock. I'm double safe. Get a little swim speed with it too. So she's got, actually she might do 2 delves just because she's got, poor girl's got her weekly and she's 1 delve in. She has, does she have a map? She does have a map. Love that. Lovely. Okay. She need, oh no, she's got her cheap flasks and food, so she's set there. She's got weapon oil. She's at level 651. Trinkets are not too bad. I think I'm gonna go to Takrothan Abyss actually. Or maybe I should roll the dice. Maybe I should roll the double bot dice. Just do whichever one it takes me to. Maybe it's got a 1 in 4 chance to take me to Takrothan. I wonder if this will get Brann finished up. I'm hoping that having Brann leveled feels meaningful and impactful and like worth it. This is just where I want to be. Alright. Use a little food. I feel like she needs Gilded Crests. Yeah, we'll do the 10. 10s are good. 10s are fine. We'll do that. We'll get this on. A little mana oil. A little food buff. Builder's Bounty. Not too expensive. Worth putting on. Yeah, I think I can probably get rid of those 2 things because they're catalyzable, but she has Hero Track stuff on. Time for a little Affliction Warlock fun. And now I was just in here, so I'm all warmed up for it. I should remember what's going on in here. If I do get to Underpin today, which I'm increasingly looking like I'm going to, which character do I want to use? On one hand, my priest is the one that has a corruption head enchant. She's got much more item level than the rest of them. She has, you know, I've got some practice. It's just that it's a terrible spec. Shadow Priest is just not a good time for that fight. It's too hard to do your damage while moving. Like, you can multi-dot and that helps, but you don't have an interrupt. Well, your interrupt's on such a long cooldown, I guess. You have silence. It's just not ideal. I would probably be much better off on maybe one of my hunters. But the hunters again, I mean, I can send them Avoid Corruption. You can, once you've unlocked the Greater Helmet enchant, you can buy another one on the vendor that's Warbound, so I could send that over. They'll have Forset. My goodness, this isn't going very well, is it? Maybe it's good that I didn't do an 11. I think this character's a bit like my Paladin in that she's going to do most of her damage in cooldowns, so I just need to not be shy about pulling a few things, getting some dots on them, and then popping coolies. Like, we don't need to be saving up for the apocalypse here. These are pretty short cooldowns. Massive Brann boost. High level doesn't matter a ton. No? Okay.
That's more
Alright.
like it.
Alright, this is our first Nemesis pack. Love to see it. I think I'm going to save my cooldowns for my AoE packs here, because they're going to be a bit more impactful. Make a bit of a bigger difference. Because it would be the difference between pulling double question mark underpin on an item level 650 alt or my 670... What, 1, 2? 672 main?
Smell that? It's treasure. I know it. We're close.
Bodyguard intern. Nice having a tank pet for these. Good morning, Hazel, and the room. Good morning, my milligram. How are you doing today? Hope you're having a lovely Thursday. I'm doing pretty good. I made burritos for dinner. Last night, I did some pinto beans. It was a pretty good batch, actually. I seasoned them properly this time. I feel like normally I'm a little afraid to salt them properly, but I'm not, like, afraid of eating salt. They're salty food, so I don't know what my big deal is. So I actually seasoned them, and they were very tasty. They were very good. I have leftovers. Well, thanks. I'm working tonight and tomorrow. Wake early, so I'm playing WoW. Nice. It's good to get a little you time before work sometimes. A million years ago when I used to work a retail job, I would be too tired after my shift to play WoW, but I knew I was very committed to my dailies at that point. I wouldn't dream of letting a daily quest go undone at that phase of my life. So I would get up early and I would just log on before my shift, and I would play like an hour of WoW before I left in the morning. Can you mail one to me? Okay, thanks. Mail something to you. Hello. I'm trying to figure out what you'd like to have mailed to you. It must be related to something I said. Last night made tuna melts with tater tots and side salads. Ooh, that sounds good. That sounds really good. Waking up super early. Some downtime before starting my day. So quiet and peaceful.
That's more
How's your day
like
starting? Off to a great start. Gets better all day long. Gosh, it is off to a good start. I had a good day yesterday. I got some progress done on something that normally I tend to avoid because it stresses me out a lot. So it was nice to kind of make a dent in it.
Pulling in.
Get some stuff done. And then today I got up early. I had kind of a funny start to my day. My alarm went off at 5:30, as it does on a morning that I'm gonna get up to go to yoga. And I like reach over to turn off my alarm. My alarm clock is like this
Pulling in.
it's like a daylight alarm clock. Like it turns on a little light for a few minutes before the actual alarm goes off to try to wake you up, but then there is a sound that goes off if it doesn't. And anyway, I must have been really groggy because I didn't wake up to the lamp. And I wake up to the sound, which is birds. It's all very peaceful. But, like, I reached over to try to, like, hit the button to turn off the alarm. And instead, I just, like, boofed it. And I just knocked it clean off my nightstand, along with a speaker that was sitting next to it. Both gone over the edge. And then I swore loudly. And then I felt bad because my husband was asleep next to me. And then he fell back asleep. But, like, that was, like, cut off. And I was like, oh, snap. The alarm clock is fine. It's not the first time, and it probably won't be the last that it's taken a tumble. I should really just throw like some soft layers or something down underneath it to form the crash pad, because I don't always have that hand-eye coordination when I've just woken up, you know? It's funny. After I did that, I was like, well, I guess I'm getting out of bed. there's no more lingering in bed. Thinking about getting up after I've punched my alarm clock off my nightstand, so that'll do.
Brunful.
I think this is gonna be the first time I've actually hit Malevolence this whole dungeon. I've been holding. It's a 1 minute cooldown. For heaven's
Watch
sake,
your
just
step.
press the button. Just press the button.
Oh, Brann's got your back. Hang in there.
Brunful.
Oh, my pets died. There we go. I got that thingy that
Watch
summons
your
them back a
step.
little faster. Sometimes I pull the underpin packs with other things when I really should not have done so.
Watch your step. Run.
When I wake up while I'm drinking coffee, our 2 cats come lay on me and purr. It's the best way to start the day. Aww. Do they both slot in like super smoothly, or do they ever bicker about who gets the good spot? When I get home from yoga in the morning, my cat and my dog kind of jockey for position as the first person to get to greet me, which is intensely flattering. Oh man, I kind of want that power. Maybe I'll just wait for the sharks to leave. My Brann is level 77 now. We've been really juicing him today. I'm quite pleased. The sharks will leave, right? They have other things to do in their day. They've got busy shark schedules. 63, way behind. He catches up quite fast now. What I'm doing is I have a couple of alts that have bounty maps, which I should remember to use. And I'm doing level 10 delves with
Smell that? It's
the
treasure.
bounty,
I know
and
it.
then making
We're
sure I clear all
close.
the nemesis packs. That shark is stuck in the ground and mad at me, which is rude. And it's been getting me like 4 brain levels per delve. Does it feel weird calling your partner hubby, or did you transfer right into it? I mean, I still say partner sometimes. Sometimes husband feels a little bit like old-fashioned.
Pulling in.
I was gonna come up with a new thing to embarrass him with, because
Pulling in.
I don't know if I'm like a. Hang on. Everybody be cool. Everybody be cool.
Pulling in.
That pack is winning. They're beating up my brain.
Pulling in. Pulling in.
It's funny, you can heal your own pets, but you can't heal your Brann by walking over one of his own potions. Oh, I don't have a health stone up right now. Oh, Warlock, I should really fix that. I don't know how I got myself in that much trouble. Poor choices. Has to be the worst stealth. You know what's funny is I actually wanted this one. It went pretty smoothly in my paladin, so I got all cocky about it. Yeah, I was gonna start calling him a husbee, like a bumblebee, but in husband form. But I don't know if I have the guts to stick with that. My boy cat Rabbit comes up and flops down, and then his sister Tilly chooses her spot on me based on how much she can annoy Rabbit. Rabbit goes with it as long as he's getting pets. Aw, what a pair of cuties. How are we doing? 1 Nemesis pack remaining. I see it. It's right there. I'm not going to overpull these because I tend to get myself into some troubles. Yeah, Moose is having a pretty nice nap. See, now he's taking up more of his bed. Spreading out a little bit.
Charging. Move.
Always having a good dream. He's wagging his tail. That's my favorite thing that he does.
Charging. Move. Charging. Move.
Lovely. I think I'm gonna pull this stuff first. For the briefest moment, I thought this was Nashatar, and I was very confused to see Brann. Takrathan Abyss. We live here. Get some heals for our friend Cragmoth here. It's going to be worth it experience-wise. I know it's going really slow, but it's going to be worth it. I'm confident. Plus, it's kind of fun. It's been a while since I've really played my Warlock, so... Oh, I want it. I want the little XP. The storylines change daily now. So if you're looking for a specific storyline, your best bet is to just poke your nose in the delve once a day to see if the one you want is up. Oh, I'm sorry to hear about your dog, Bella. That's scary. That's no fun at all. Did a 10 and 11 Bountiful Delve, no map, Brann didn't even level once. How are you leveling him so fast? The map is helpful. Making sure you clear all the Nemesis packs is also good. I think the map is giving me a decent chunk. Because I've had a map on each run that I've done so far because I'm doing them across different characters. And I had maps like saved up. Chewini, been a rough year for her. Aww.
Helps are coming.
How did I get a sharky? Ah, it doesn't matter. It's my shark now. I pulled this pack just to loot this mislaid curiosity. It better be good. That's a little strange.
Brunful.
In my years of streaming, I don't think I've seen a whole lot of innocent people banned.
Watch your step.
Aside from misclicks, which we tend to reverse. I wonder if it's a copy pasta.
Run. Brunful. Watch your step.
I'm wrong. I'm sorry to hear that.
Run. Brunful. Watch your step. Run. Brunthal. Watch your step. Run. Brunthal.
Oh no,
Watch your
it
step.
happened again. Yeah, well. Can't help some things.
Run. Brunthal.
If it is true, you're probably better off without us anyway.
Watch your step.
Ah, you're good, Scoots. Am I still fighting this boss? I feel like I've been here for a long time. I feel like we went through that whole journey, and there we go. Yeah, 18 minutes in the stealth. But Brann just got 50k experience just for finishing it, and then we're gonna get more from the chest up here. Mr. Delver. Anything usable here? What did I get? I got some champion legs. The hidden trove had hero bracers. Ooh, that's actually quite nice. They came with a socket, and I had veteran bracers on, so pleased with that. And then this one, Nemesis Strongbox, has an extra 39, yeah, an extra 40k experience for a full Nemesis Strongbox and a 10 or higher. That's pretty good. A little bit more. How are we doing, Brann? Where are you at? 78. All right. 78. If I have one more of those, then that'll get him to 80 for sure. Let's take this character home. I want to pour another cup of tea, but I think I drank it all. I think it's all gone. Oh no, hang on. We got one more. Now it's all gone.
The orphans of Merodar have been asking to play with you again. I think they'd appreciate it if you visited
these
them.
ones. I can't believe I kind of thought that leveling Brann to 80 was going to be like a week-long project. I did not think we were going to do it today.
Take one for a
I
ride,
really thought it
Rodney.
was going to take a little longer. Alright, so not this guy. This one maybe. I think this is my highest geared hunter. Started at 73. Started at level 73 today. I have a map. A map or a... no map. What about a wave scrambler? No wave scrambler. Do we have undercoins? We do have some undercoins. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up to Dornegal. We can just port our way up there with a rookery port. Could probably change my Hearthstone back, honestly. Well, it depends on how long it takes for this cloak to drop. I haven't really made my peace with that yet. Pop up top. We can buy a wave scrambler with undercoins and then use that in our 10 to get our map, which we use, and then that should finish Brann. Wave scrambler does sound like a jet ski manufacturer. That's true. Never been on a jet ski. It's not really top of my list. I feel like I would do a snowmobile before I did a jet ski. It's like the same thing, but I don't know.
The answers are here. I can
Got a
feel it.
weekly.
What are you waiting for? Let's
We
go.
can grab off of you. How much does it cost? 2,000 undercoins. Gagged. I need those for transmog. Brann gets stronger as you level him. I am leveling him so that he can be the best help he can be when I get to doing double question mark underpin. Are they... I do have an extra wave scrambler, but I think they're soulbound. Yeah, Valorstone cap I don't think is going anywhere. I feel like if they're gonna keep a cap in Valorstones, I would love for it to be way higher, but no one's listened to me. Okay, if they're warbound, then yeah, I do have an extra one somewhere. Yeah, nice. Okay, cool. Good tip, thank you. Let's send that to Boppin. Good. Okay, I'm gonna leave this up to fate. I'm gonna delve wherever the Delvebot takes me, I think. Which, now that I've said that, I'm gonna jinx it and it's gonna take me to Excavation Site 9, but you know. Let's do our best here. Nope, we're doing Kriegwald's Rest again. This is the candle one. We did this once this morning already, so maybe we'll be warmed up on it. Is that a candle pun? Yeah. I have so many cloaks. Why do I not have the one that I need? Oh dear. Alright. We'll do this on a 10. This should cap Brann. This should definitely get it finished if we do, because it's the same thing that we've done up to this point. So we're gonna grab flask, a little mana oil, eat a little snacky. Item level 652 on this character. 652. Could probably just send a couple upgrades on her too. Maybe I'll trade up crests after this. Can't hand in the world awaits. Tried reloading, exiting, still won't complete. Ooh, that is weird. It doesn't... No, I was gonna say, is it trying to give you an item that is unique equipped, like a cache? But I feel like you can hold multiples of those caches. Have you played or seen the new Fantasy Life game? I know you enjoy a good cozy game from time to time. Figured I'd ask. I do love a cozy game. It's a real hard sell for me to check out anything new. I have not heard of that one, I don't think. Or if I've heard of it, I've immediately forgotten. Only cash and crystals. Weird, yeah. I don't know. That sounds busted. Let's see. 10 suspicious candles. Taking special care to make sure we clear our nemesis packs. We don't want to pull too big. I'm feeling more confident on my BM Hunter here. Something that I feel like I know very well how to play. But, she's got basically the same item level as the rest of these characters, so she's not necessarily going to be much better.
Get out of the way!
Wait and try again tomorrow. Yeah, first crafts is a good tip for acuity. Crafting orders is another one. If you check your NPC crafting orders, you may be able to make some to get some extra acuity. That's a good early source as well.
Fantastic!
Fantastic. You guys just do that. You work on that over there.
Found a bit of gold!
I am very curious as to next expansion. I'm assuming we're going to have a different companion in Delves. I don't think they would stick with Brann. for a second expansion. I think they'll come up with someone new. I'm curious to see who it is and what kind of things they say, if they're more or less serious. I feel like they would be more serious because Brann is pretty unserious, but I don't know. I kind of like the Delve Companion being a bit goofy. Flynn would be fun. I think that they would pick a woman. I think they would do a female character. I mean, I'm always gunning for Kelsey Steelspark, but she's not really as impactful in this game as I want her to be, so I don't think anyone's thinking that way. Illyria, so we can Windrunner while we Windrunner. Yeah, I could see them doing Illyria. I just kind of... I don't know. Maybe she has personality that I haven't really become privy to yet, but I feel like it's just all going to be very serious with her. Yeah, Elise could be fun. Elise Starseeker would be really good. I could see that being a good time. Remember when we all thought we were going to get a Goblin Delve buddy? If Illyria was a spice, she'd be flower. She is somewhat bland. I think it's a problem that a lot of video game lore characters fall into, where they're all so dour. You know, they're... I mean, to be fair, the stakes are always very high, and they're always trying to save the universe and whatever, but like... not a lot of inner life going on there that's any fun. How are we doing? I feel like we're doing them this much faster. It's going well. Let's get a nice AoE pull here. Get a little beast cleave happening.
Oh, Brann's got your back.
I should do that thing with my interface where I have Blizzard help keep my important buffs tracked on my screen, because I seem to have killed my Frenzy weak aura, and that's really very important. I need to see where my Frenzy stacks are at and how much they have left. Oh, there's a couple of curiosities in here. Very good. Don't mind me toasting my buns. Do I need to go over there for any reason? Yes, yes I do. Even Reno Jackson would be fun. Is Matthias Shaw 2 Alliance? I feel like Brann was a bit faction neutral. I don't think they would do another dwarf back-to-back, otherwise I would gun for him at Nessingwary, or one of his descendants. Erator, maybe? Wouldn't say Brann's neutral. Because if Brann is kind of Alliance, then maybe they would go with more of a Horde-based dude next. Gammon will save us. Get a little Zakan action in your life. Or, is that the name of Zappy Boy? Is he Zakan? Is he leading the trolls now or what? Gigantic candle this way. We are 3 of 4 Nemesis packs remaining. I'm just making sure I haven't missed any gold piles in there. Yeah, Lillian could be kind of fun. She's also serious, but she's serious in an unserious way, if that makes any sense. I feel like she knows that she's a bit much. She's a bit self-aware about it. Lillian is great snark, yeah. The urge to binding shot these guys when they charge is so strong, but if you don't let them charge, they don't get dizzy and take extra damage. Maybe the Blood Elf from Dragonflight? Blood Elf from Dragonflight.
Fantastic.
I'm sure there was one. Might have missed him. Oh, you know what I need to do? Wave Scrambler. I need to not forget to finish, and I know we're only at the halfway point of the delve, so there's still time, but I need to not forget to finish, I guess I'll clear this room and then I'll fight Underpin in here to get my map. One more Underpin pack later on. Oh no, one more Underpin pack right now. I think they will leave Brann for season 3 when midnight comes a new companion. Probably some elf. Yeah. It's gotta be an Explorers League person. Can we have the Murloc that is the Undercoin vendor right now? Except Johnny Awesome. Yeah, I could see them whipping him out, but I don't know if they would use him for a whole expansion's worth of being a Delve companion. That's a pretty big lift for a character. Finley, yeah. Yeah, that's good stuff. So before I forget, Hazel, don't forget, you're gonna fight Underpin in here.
Enchanted candles to stay safe from these shadows.
Time to scramble some waves. Time to put down a mailbox. It's okay, we can use our Radiant Lynx whistle. We haven't used it yet. Oh, it's so cute. Oh, it's a little baby. Is Millhouse still around? He's gotta be around somewhere.
Who are you? What are you doing on my property?
Always stepping on my perfectly legal private property.
Now get out.
Give me back me hat, you menace.
Come Louie, no.
People always messing around on my perfectly legal deeded land.
So we're gonna pick up our map and then we're gonna remember to use it. Straight up, and then we can finish. Shouldn't take very long, we're almost at the end. What a boss. I liked Underpin. I as a person. Well, okay. As a character. I feel like he's fun. I didn't really get to know Zekfir very much, but
You got to dodge.
I guess I don't know if those kinds of things have a lot of personality. Sleep. A little more. Speaking of Underpin, I feel like we're about to remake our acquaintance with him. I'm just burning through my candles this time. I used to be really picky about picking up my candles after I'd laid them down. I wouldn't leave a single one behind, and I've really changed. We're just donating them to the cave. Wax on and no wax off. They give you so many of them. Deck Beer worked for the introduction of delves, but more bosses like Underpin would make sense. They bring story to the season. As long as whoever we fight next has a better fight than Underpin. You don't like the Underpin fight? It's a lot of dealing with bomb kicking for my taste. I don't love the bomb kicking mechanic. I'm not terribly good at it. Even with my interact keybound, I'm a bit haphazard. 156 wipes says no, I did not. Oh no. That might be about to be my life. I think we're gonna work on that next. I know exactly when the season ends. Not just yet. Get ready for Brann to hose your best made plans. I think I'm gonna pull it a few times on my priest and see how that feels so I can compare it to pulling it on this hunter. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Alright, 50k XP for Brann. A couple more things at the end here. Imagine finding Buttons in a delve. He wandered so far from Torcast. Buttons is a Hearthstone Battlegrounds hero now. He's just entered the scene. Champion belt.
Fantastic.
An extra 40k XP for Brann. There we go. You get an achievement. Buddy System 8. Raise a companion to level 80. He's done. That took no time. That was crazy. And now I am confronted with my worst fear. Okay. What did I get? I got a big wheel of cheese. Oh, I got a hero cloak. Yeah, I could wear that. Pop that on. Gives Brann like... Yeah, the wheel of cheese gave him 332k experience. That's probably where most of this is coming from.
The orphans of Merodar have been asking to play with you again. I think they'd appreciate it if you visited them.
Okay.
The Lynx get the zoomies and misbehave. Take one for a run before it maims someone.
May the light of the flame brighten your day.
I mean, we could get like 1600 gold if we just procrastinate and sit there and do that. Oh dear. Let's give it a little look in, let's give it a little look on Priest. I think Paladin or Hunter would probably be easier, like dramatically easier. But what are you gonna do? See, now my Bubba's taking up the whole bed. That's a nice moosey-sized bed. He's kind of sleeping on the entrance end of it, but that's fine. Sleepy boy. Hate running any add-on updates. So I have an hour. That's a suitable amount of time to ruin my life for. Moxie Jug and Radio are probably both fine. We also have Signet if we want an on use that we can actually pop. Actually, I have Kazan might be really good for this. Might put that on. Because, like, I'm going to be in combat for 9 years. Okay. I'm gonna need to have a look at my... talents. Void Weaver Dungeon, that's kind of all I got right now. I could also have a look at... Brann's traits. I'll need to change those up a bit. Figure out what we like for this. Kazan, yeah, it sounds good. I just got it out of like a weekly cache last week, so it'll be kind of neat to play with it. I don't even remember. There it is, Demolition Dome. That's where we're going. I feel like I'm driving to my tomb.
Hey you! We got a mech that's out of control here. Could use a few hands to shut it down. You in?
This isn't where the entrance is it? Nope, you have to go upstairs. Oopsies. Oh no, the stairs are here. Got the scrap flying yellow mount thing. Nice, Scarlet. Oh, Chris, grats on 3k IO in your Preservation Evoker. That's amazing. Okay, here we go. Do I have a Hardy Belladur's bounty? I feel like we're gonna die a few times here. I don't. Let's get some. Average key level for the second Keymaster mount. Off the top of my head, I don't recall. Quite a process here. I'm just trying to make myself some hearty food. Yeah, should be good. I think that's right. For the mount? The mount I feel like 3k is mostly 13s. I for sure have the Keystone Master mount for the second season. And I've got like 10s with some 11s and 12s. Unless we're talking about a different mount and I'm probably confused. I'm most likely confused. Keystone Master. That's Keystone Legend. Keystone Master Season 2. This one, right? It's math for 3k. Gotcha. But you don't need 13s for this mount, which I feel like is what was being asked there. 2k and 3k one. Yeah. Anyway. I'm procrastinating. There's not going to be a whole lot for this, but to just kind of wing it. I'm probably going to change some things out as I feel like it and just get some practice. I don't know if we're going to get close today, but we can work on it. I may switch to a different character if this feels like a real non-starter, but I feel like this should be doable. I'm going to talk to Brann and look at his stuff here. I forget what I used for this. I feel like Loot Raider was good. Making enemies take 10% more damage for 15 seconds every 30 seconds. That's pretty good uptime for this. Pocket Factory wouldn't hurt. Augment Chip. It sounds like a pain in the butt. Easy build. Yeah. Bouncing grenades don't hurt. I feel like I'll do that. I'll keep those for now. Alright. Let's see if we can remember what this is all about.
Mine belongs to me, the Underpin. Even this sweet hat. I got a deed to these girls signed by Gallywix.
Shockwave.
Does that say Gallywix? Ah, you know what? It don't matter.
Bruntle.
Where is Brann? Oh, there he is.
Forecast cloudy with a chance of boom.
Bowman coming.
Tick-tock, you interloping mooks.
We have to put those into the cronies. We can't just kick them away. The problem is that my aim is very bad. And that my speed is very low.
Bowman coming. Bruntle. Shockwave.
You'll feel the pain.
Bruntle. Bowman coming.
Till the count of 10. 1, 2, 10.
Shockwave.
Flatten you for what you've done.
Killads.
Because by the time I've got the first set of cronies down, there's more. This is kind of the trouble I had last time.
Shockwave. Bowman coming. Bruntle.
I mean, you have like some time, assuming you're not doing that.
Shockwave.
You for what you've done.
He's got another phase. Yeah, he's got a shield phase, which I feel like I had a really hard time damaging off. He was getting a big heal.
Bowman coming.
I'll make you rain. You'll feel the pain.
This is going better than it did previously.
Hang in there.
Shockwave.
I say as I perish. Did it give me a health percentage?
Let's keep a strategy in mind for the next fight.
Oh, shush, Brann. Oh, I remember. I tried it as healer. Brann was tanking, I was healing, and no one was doing any damage. Yeah, we can try Mechasaur Kit. Maybe I'll put Brann on damage, see how that works.
Shockwave.
Flatten you for what you've done.
Bruntle.
I'll make you rain. You'll feel
Oh yeah, I don't have
Bowman
I don't
coming.
have drums on me that I'm going to use right now. That's the other nice thing about being a BM hunter is it would give me free lust basically.
I rule with an iron fist.
Bowman coming.
1, 2, 10.
Attack shield.
We're not really getting very far, are we?
Shockwave.
With an iron fist.
I mean, once you kind of get the core of it down, it is rinse and repeat to some extent.
Shockwave. Collapse.
I ain't paying for you to stand around.
Bruntle.
Forecast cloudy with a chance of boom.
Shockwave.
With an iron fist.
Bomb incoming.
Till the count of 10. 1, 2, 10.
Bruntle.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna... It's, like, doable, but, whether it's doable by me is questionable. I might have a little look on Hunter. Not that it's gonna, like, fall over or anything, but... oh, you know what I should do, actually, if I'm gonna go on Hunter? Is actually send her a helm enchant. And maybe some gold so that she can get some good stuff. I feel like I would lust first shield. Bioprinter. Okay. Yeah, I'll try that. Oh. I always think I'm in the right place for perfect visions, and I'm not. It's not the profession area. It's the one that looks like the profession area.
Even though the
We
core
can buy
is
her
usable
a...
again, there is
I don't know
still
what the good one
plenty
is. I
of
was just going to do Void
construction
Ritual. I feel
work
like
and
that's...
rubble clearing
well...
needed.
Kind of hard to argue with Void Ritual. I'll just Google it. BM Hunter Corruption Head Enchant. Best corruption enchants from Horrific Visions for Hunter. They're saying Beast Mastery takes Greater Rune of the Void Ritual. Alright. Problem solved. Wow. So creative and original. Does everybody use that one? And then send her like, I don't know, 20k gold. Yeah, if I'm gonna end up doing it on Hunter, I'd rather start getting the practice on it early. I think the movement will be helpful. She is a hero. Try one of those. She might have some upgrades that she can run as well. Cool then. Have to fly up there or down. Goblin Hunter looks cool with those pants. Why, thank you. Lovely hat Boffin has. She's really all about her personal protective equipment, safety first kind of thing. She's 653. Her trinkets are kind of eh. She's got a champion Mechanicore amplifier, and she has a honey buzzer, which gives you like a little frontal zip that you can do. Fine. Checking out her enchants. She's got, actually she's got her stuff enchanted, more or less. I don't think I need to buy her much. I'm gonna do maybe some item upgrades. She definitely has 4-piece, and that's good. Oh, she had a, yeah, that must have been my herb gear. I thought you meant her gas mask. Should I have my Brann heal? I feel like I should have my Brann heal. I'm not going to be able to keep up with the healing otherwise.
You're needed on the battlefield. Do not dally.
Don't mind me not knowing my way around here. There it is. That's what I'm looking for. Ah, she doesn't even have her weeklies up. Or she hasn't even picked him up yet.
Bit by bit, we'll get our memories back.
Be strong, my friend.
I wonder if this would count as completing a
aid
delve if I
brings
do double
hope to
question mark
us all.
underpin. That would be pretty funny. I think I'm gonna set her hearth here.
I have an extended supply of goods for outlanders.
You don't have a shirt or tabard in your tune like mine. Yeah, I don't usually wear them. Definitely not tabard. Sometimes I'll mog a shirt, but I would hide my chest piece and I would just mog the shirt. Let's see what kind of upgrades we can run here.
Honored to meet you.
Let's actually
Fair
trade her
skies
crests up.
and strong winds.
As many of these as we can afford. This is such a chore, but it's so worthwhile, especially now that crests are uncapped.
We are united in purpose. Until next time.
I think her weapons, yeah, her weapon is 8 of 8.
I will do my duty.
Yeah, not bad. Puts her up to 654. That'll help a little bit.
May you find what you seek.
We can buy her a couple of good flasks. I don't know about the food buff. I might just let the food buff go. Because I don't think she has cooking to make her own hearty food. Nope, no cooking. No cooking to speak of. I was gonna say her damage is gonna be a big downgrade, but I don't know that I was really doing much damage on my Shadow Priest. Like, she certainly has better gear, but I don't know if I was using it to any great effect.
We need these jetpacks tested. Grab one and get in the air. Let me know how it handles.
The Dark Views just can't keep out of trouble. Do something about them, would you?
Hey, you! We got a mech that's out of control here. Could use a few hands to shut it down. You in?
There we go. Took me a second. Can I send her hearty food? I should do that then. She's gonna need it. I just made a bunch of my priest. She has an extra socket adding device, but unless I want to socket a... I guess I didn't enchant her cloak either. It's just been avoidance. Let's send her some hearty food and we'll send her a cloak enchant. Hearty food is soulbound? Oh. But I just logged over. Let me see. Warbound. Warbound. Good news. Good news, everybody! Send to Bobbin. It's possible that it wasn't previously and they changed it. Sometimes that happens. Find if I upgrade 1 to 8, each item level on gear instead of going straight to 8, then it may not use crests. If you previously had a higher item level piece of gear in that slot, it will not require crests for you to get back up to that item level. Yeah, no, you're good. You're good. So let's use a mailbox toy. I feel like the new Lynx one is really cute. Oh, but it's on cooldown. Wait. Hang on. I spent money to fix this problem. We just run outside where we can mount. We can use our Brutosaur for the mail.
Hey, you! We got a mech that's out of control here. Could use a few hands to shut it down. You in?
So we'll do bioprinter. We'll try bioprinter. How are my specs? Delve and questing. Sounds good to me. I don't really know much about how my class plays or what my spec does. I'm gonna let Brann heal. That seems fine. Mechasaur kit, bioprinter, healing. Oh, big stretch. Alright. Cowabunga. I'm gonna use First Lust at... Oh! Pet died immediately. Oh dear.
You know what? It don't matter.
First Lust I was gonna use for the first shield. I can definitely feel that I am not doing as much damage, and my poor pet is in big danger.
Say ain't that a kick in the head? I'll flatten you for what you've done.
Why didn't that click go?
Tick-tock, tick-tock, you interloping moose. I rule with an iron fist.
Oh my goodness, my pet is dying bad. He's dying real hard.
I'm gonna give you till the count of 10. 1, 2.
That is tricky.
I'll flatten you for what you've done. That'll get in here. I ain't paying for you to stand around. I'll make
Gosh,
you
I just
rain,
spam
you'll
reviving
feel
him.
the pain. I'll flatten you for what you've done. All kneel before the underpin. That'll teach you for tres. I'll flatten you for what you've done.
Oh dear me. I'm not happy. Not happy at all.
I'm gonna give you till the count of 10. 1, 2, 10. I'll make you rain. You'll feel the pain. I'll flatten you for what you've done. Say hello to all of my friends. Time out! Time out!
I don't think I'm really making it as far as my Brann. Oh yeah, I was gonna last. That's right. I'm so behind. My Brann health potions. I know they can heal my pet, but like... Yeah, I could use a tank spec, but then I can't lust. Dear me, that was terrible. I got an achievement for something. Oh, get killed by a Delve Nemesis. Wow. Thanks, game.
Let's keep a strategy in mind for the next fight.
If I was gonna use drums, I may as well have done that on my priest. Besides, it's only like an extra like 10% HP or something that the other pet has. I don't think he's realistically gonna live much better. It'll give me a bit of extra health, but I'll lose leech. I can try it. You'll summon, our tank pet is Sandy. Oh, sorry, pet's dead. I mean, if they're on passive, then they're not doing anything at all. They need to be tanking. I guess if they're not taunting, then I'm tanking, which isn't much better. And it's hard. Let's see if Sandy's any better at this.
You don't look so tough from where I'm sitting.
Nope. Immediately almost dead. Immediately dead.
With an iron fist.
And we revive. No, immediately dead. No, hang on. I didn't get my revive up. There we go.
I'm gonna give you till the count of 10. That'll teach you for trespassing. Say hello to all my friends. That'll teach
Why
you
am
for
I unable to
trespassing.
click on that button? There we go.
I'll flatten you for what you've done. All kneel before the underpin. I'm gonna give you till the
Kind
count
of
of 10.
dead.
1, 2, 10.
My pet's also dead again.
I rule with an iron fist.
I almost have the cronies down. When I was making progress on this, I found that it was because I was not even really worried about underpin at all. I was just kind of running around. Running around, working on the ads. Felguard kept up with Brann healing pots decently well. Pets are dying faster than my Felguard did. Yeah. It's not great. Let's go back to Kapooey. There's some posts about hunter pets and underpin. Did it as AF and tanking myself. The underpin blast pets in the end. Okay. I'll pull it one more time, but with just my pet taunt off, so my pet's just with me and doing damage, but not actually tanking. I might end up going back to priest. We'll turn off taunt.
You don't look that'll teach you for trespassing.
Buddy, why did you...
I rule with an iron fist. Ain't that a kick in the head?
Nah, it's terrible. He's already on.
I'll make you rain. You'll feel the pain.
He's not even... Oh no, he is. Hang on. Stop that. Stop that, buddy! It's not worth it.
Get in here. I ain't paying for you to stay. Ain't that a kick in the head?
Oh dear. I don't know if I want to be here anymore.
Don't go dying on me.
Half lock error now. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna like spend any gold to like kid her out or anything, but I might. Oh. Yeah, I might bring my Warlock over here just to see how it feels different. These bosses suck for PM Hunters. Apparently, I thought PM Hunter was going to be so sick. I thought it was going to be great. I'll just have a pull on my Warlock and see what it looks like. I may end up doing this in my Priest after all. My Priest just has such... I mean, my Warlock's not going to be any faster. I was excited about having, like, disengage to, like, get around between the different bombs and, like, out of the frontal and everything. My Lock's not going to be any faster than my Priest is. I'm also really bad at Lock movement. I'm not good at it. I'm not used to having things like portals and gates, and I don't use them well as a result. Don't use the Void Walker, but a sturdy's a hunter pet. But that was my plan. I wanted him to tank. Oh dear. I don't have a good feeling about this. Because I'm only set up for Affliction. I'm not set up to play any other specs. I wouldn't have the first clue what to do. This is going to be quite the project. Yeah, well, I guess I should just do like a imp then. Have him cast some fireballs.
The dark views just can't keep
Should I have tank Brann? I don't think I should have tank Brann.
Would you?
There's gonna be nobody to heal him.
We got a mech that's out of control here. Could use a few hands to shut it down. You in?
The insta-kill is intended to make sure pets specifically can't tank him. Oh. It'd be a shame if we were able to use our class. Okay. If you could add a new class or spec to WoW. Some kind of a blood mage. Like a ranged caster, sanguimancer. I don't know if I have my heart set on it or anything though. At least we still have our buffs from the delve that we did. It's gonna be a mess. Alright, I'm ready to die.
All that's under mine belongs to me, the underpin. Even this sweet hat. I got a deed to these delves signed by Gallywix.
Shockwave.
Gallywix? You know what? It don't matter.
Brunful.
Forecast cloudy with a chance of boom.
Bowman coming.
Tick-tock, you interloping moose. Get
Collide.
here. I ain't paying for you to stand around. I'll flatten you for what you've done.
Bowman coming.
Tick-tock, you interloping moose.
Brunful. Shockwave.
Roll with an iron fist.
Brunful.
I'm gonna
Bowman
get you
coming.
till the count of 10. 1, 2, 10.
Shockwave.
I roll with an iron fist. Say
Collide.
hello to all my friends.
Brunful.
Forecast cloudy with a chance of boom. I'm
Bowman
gonna get you till
coming.
the count of 10. 1, 2, 10. I rule with an iron fist.
Brunful.
Oh, bravo, don't go
Alright.
dying on me.
Got him to... Oh, I don't know how much. That was... better. The Warlock is kind of naturally tankier. I didn't even bring a Hellstone. You know, I'm not very fast, but like, you've got like some room there to kind of wander around and I don't know, live your life, do your best. That felt probably the least hectic of everything we've tried so far.
Shockwave. Brunful.
I'll make you rain, you'll feel the pain.
Bowman coming.
Tick-tock, you interloping mooks.
Kill
Say
ads.
hello to all my friends.
Brunful.
I
Wave.
roll with an iron fist.
Bowman coming.
Tick-tock, you interloping mooks.
Brunful.
Oh,
Shockwave.
I was just about to hit those pots. Kite him to the right? Okay. My puppy's snoring. Because I noticed that I was getting that second wave of ads on the far wall, and I wondered if it was because I was kind of cheating towards the middle.
Shockwave.
Flatten you for what you've done.
Brunful.
Forecast cloudy with a chance of boom.
Bowman
Give you
coming.
till the count of 10. 1, 2, 10.
Kill
Say
ads.
hello to all my friends. I'll
Shockwave.
flatten you for what you've done.
Bowman
Give you till
coming.
the count of 10. 1, 2, 10.
Brunful. Shockwave.
Roll with an iron
I don't know why I thought that would be a good idea. I could see the health potion. I can still see the health potion. Gimme.
Brunful. Bowman coming.
Excuse me.
interloping mooks.
Shockwave.
Flatten you for what you've done.
Kill
Say
ads.
hello to all my friends.
Nah, I'm back in the middle,
Brunful.
more or less.
I'll make you rain, you'll feel the pain. I'm
Bum-
gonna give you till the count of 10. 1, 2, 10.
I have a lot of
with an iron fist.
lot of mist bombs
Brunful.
going on over here. There we go. Excuse me, if we could get a dot on Underbid. So he can at
Shockwave.
least...
With an iron fist.
Bowman coming.
My goodness.
Top you interloping mooks. Forecast cloudy with a chance of boom.
Brunful.
Time
Ooh.
out, time out.
Here's the shields.
My mech
Shockwave.
roll with an iron fist.
It seems very questionable
All my friends.
what I'm doing here. Because first of all, he got a full
Bowman
heal.
coming.
That's disheartening.
Brunful.
Second of all,
Shockwave.
Flatten you for what you've done.
I'm using Burning Rush to try to get myself out of the way of sudden death.
Boom.
Also, I'm kicking bombs very far.
Brunful.
Keepers
Yeah.
preserve you.
I think I'm just gonna pull this for 20 minutes. Saberclaw, thank you for the 47-month resub. Belated congratulations on your marriage. Just getting caught up on recent VODs after some time away. May you both enjoy much health, wealth, and happiness together. Thank you. Appreciate it very much. Questionable or double questionable? I really thought I was gonna be able to get that shield broken. I kind of felt good about everything up until that point, and then I looked at him again and I was like, wait, why did all his health come back? What do you mean? Also, I've been trying to dot the Mechasaur egg down to death, and it's been, I think you have to actually hit it, which is a bit of a problem.
small potatoes.
Shockwave.
I rule with an iron fist.
Frontal.
Forecast cloudy
Which
with
seems
a chance
rude,
of
right? Like if all of your damage is from dots, why can I
incoming.
not?
1, 2,
I'm taking the effort to dot him up, you know.
I ain't paying for you to stand around. I rule with an iron fist. I'm
Bomb
gonna give you
incoming.
till the count of 10. 1, 2, 10.
Frontal. Shockwave.
Flatten you for what you've done.
Frontal. Bomb incoming.
Tick tock, you interloping mooks.
Shockwave.
Rule with an iron fist. Say
Collide.
hello to all my friends.
Frontal.
Forecast cloudy with a chance of boom.
Shockwave.
Flatten you for what you've done.
Mink.
Tick tock, you interloping mooks.
Frontal.
That is very dangerous. There's a lot of things going on that are very dangerous. I am blasting him as hard as I can.
My neck is private property.
No!
Shockwave.
With an iron fist.
Boo!
Bomb
Till
incoming.
the count of 10. 1, 2, 10.
Help keepers preserve you.
You did an 8-mass clear? Gratriok, that's amazing! Oh. Oh. Lucy, help me. Alright, I'm gonna hold, I'm gonna use these off the rip, but I'll hold Dark Glare for first shield anyway. I was close. I'm sick of easy Mechasaurs because they're not dying. It's so hard to kill them on a Warlock. I'm gonna take something else. Maybe Pocket Factory? Maybe Augment Chip? No, I don't think I should do Augment Chip. I'm not gonna be on top of that. Let's do Pocket Factory. Seems foolproof. I like grenades for regular delves. I don't know if they're gonna help me here. Alright, let's try this. Okay.
Your small potatoes.
Spent like an hour of my life getting 15% of his health down, then he heals it all back with a shield.
Frontal.
Forecast cloudy with a chance of boom. I'm
Bomb
gonna give you till
incoming.
the count of 10. 1, 2, 10. Get it? Ain't that a kick in the head?
Frontal.
It can't end like this.
That is the trouble. They were nice and tight, but I just didn't evade them very well. That's a webcam. That's my pup. That's my boy Moose. No, I haven't done a Dinar weekly. I haven't even spent the Dinars on my main. I don't know what to get with them. I'm scared. My Warlock also hasn't really raided very much. She did like one normal clear or something.
Your small potatoes.
Shockwave.
I rule with an iron fist.
Frontal.
I'll make you rain. You'll feel the pain. I'm
Bomb
gonna give you till
incoming.
the count of 10. 1, 2, 10. Say
Collide.
hello to all my friends.
Frontal.
I rule with an iron fist.
Bowman coming.
You can't end like this.
Should start Mage Tower fights soon. Want some of those rewards. Yeah. I'm really curious if I can break the shield. I have to make it to the shield first, though. That was only 40 seconds.
You're small potatoes.
Shockwave.
I'll flatten you for what you've done.
Runful.
I'll make you rain. You'll feel the pain.
Bowman
Tick-tock,
coming.
tick-tock, you interloping moose. Say
Hit up.
hello to all my friends.
Run.
I'll flatten you for what you've done.
Bowman
Tick-tock,
coming.
tick-tock, you interloping moose.
Runful. Shockwave.
I'll flatten you for what you've done.
Oh man, not close enough. Come over here. There you go.
Runful.
That's gonna be too far.
Bowman coming.
Tick-tock, you interloping moose.
Shockwave.
So I'm saving at this point my second round of coolies, I believe.
Killads.
I ain't paying for you to stand around.
For
Runful.
don't be in that. Don't be in that.
I'll make you
Careful.
rain.
Very
You'll
careful.
feel the pain.
Shockwave.
I'll flatten you for what you've done. Tick-tock, tick-tock,
Bunch
you
of ads on the
interloping
far
moose.
wall. They seem to always spawn there.
Runful.
So I wonder if I'm supposed to have rotated around by then. I think he's gonna do a shield soon.
Shockwave.
Flatten you for what you've done.
I'm gonna get behind the ads, but I just want to be ready for the
Attack
shield.
shield.
Yeah, there it is. I didn't save Dark Layer.
Keepers preserve you.
Was I close? It's hard to say. Kind of sounds like Yosemite Sam with a New Yorker accent. I could see it. I think that makes you the wabbit. Gonna give me to the count of 10, just dies instantly. Yeah, well, what are you gonna do? I have some big idea. Hellstone wouldn't hurt. I was gonna save Dark Lair for shield. I think we ought to have tried to have dragged him around the edge by then, so that we can, when that second pack spawns in.
You're small potatoes.
Shockwave.
Flatten you for what you've done.
Runful.
I'll make you rain. You'll feel the pain.
Bowman
Till
coming.
the count of 10. 1, 2, 10.
Killads.
I ain't paying for you to stand around.
Runful.
I rule with an iron fist.
Bowman
Tick-tock,
coming.
tick-tock, you interloping moose.
'Cause now I'm going in the wrong direction.
I'll
Runful.
make you rain. You'll feel the pain.
Shockwave.
I rule with an iron fist.
Bowman coming.
Tick-tock, you interloping moose.
Runful.
Come on, guys.
Shockwave.
Flatten you for what you've done.
Killads.
I think my buddy's dreaming.
I'll make you rain. You'll
Oh, Brann's got your back. Hey,
Runful.
end like this.
Yeah. Oh no, not the repair bills. Maybe we should take a break from Underpin and spend some time with the puppy dog. He is out. He is sleeping. Oh, I wonder if that makes me feel any better or worse about doing it on my priest. I left my priest over there. Tail was wagging for a bit. I could hear it. I thought he was kicking with his feet. I don't mind that fight on Warlock. Obviously I haven't won yet. I know we're not very close to winning. But I don't mind it. What's really the difference between my Warlock and my Priest, though? You know, at the end of the day. She's not any faster. She's tankier. She can just take hits better. For sure. Tough one. Bounced around a few different specs, ultimately stuck with doing it on my main at the time, which was this priest. Yeah.
There is still plenty of construction.
Yeah, I felt like my priest had a much stronger start damage-wise. And the bomb kicking is going to be about the same on whatever. I think. I think it's for that reason. It's just a practice to get used to the placement and the bomb kicking, because if you can stay on top of that, the rest of the fight is fairly straightforward. It's just it gets really hectic if you fall behind in the ads, because all of those fireballs are going to make it impossible to move. I'm not even going to try my mage. I think it would be a mess. I don't know how to play my mage. I can barely world quest on it. I also, same thing with demo, I haven't played any of it. I don't want to learn a spec from scratch for this. I think that's a mistake. Okay. So we're gonna do... Let's try... Dial printer, and we'll keep this. We'll keep the Mechasaur build kit for now. We'll switch him to heals for sure. Well, at least there's no pets to die. Right? Should I save? I wonder if it's 2 minutes into the fight or not. I might think about saving PI for the shield. It's so important to kill that shield.
Shockwave.
You know what? It don't matter.
Brunful.
I'll make you rain. You'll feel the pain.
Happy
Bowman come.
To the count of 10. 1, 2, 10. Say
Lads.
hello to all my friends. I'll flatten you for what you've done. I'm gonna give you till the count of 10. 1, 2, 10.
Brunful. Shockwave.
There's no accounting for aim.
Brunful. Bowman coming.
1, 2, 10.
Shockwave.
Flatten you for what you've done.
Attack shield.
So yeah, no. If I want PI for this, I need to have PI for this up.
Killads.
Hello to all my friends.
I definitely beat his shield timer though. That's good.
Brunful.
I'll make you rain. You'll feel the pain.
Shockwave.
There's no accounting for aim.
Bowman.
Give you till the count of 10. 1, 2, 10.
That's dangerous.
Shockwave.
Oh, that was a good shot. It's me, Ronaldo.
Bowman coming.
He might have wondered how I got here.
Forecast cloudy with a chance of
Brunful.
boom. Time out! Time out!
Brann could keep himself alive. That would be great.
I'll flatten you for what you've done. Say
Killads.
hello to all my friends. I'm gonna give you till the count of 10. 1, 2, 10.
Run. Shockwave.
Nope, careful.
Oh, Brann's got your back.
Forecast cloudy with a chance of boom.
The problem is I feel like we have to some extent, cross the lines, but I never keep track of, like, how old they are.
Shockwave.
So I get killed by some really obvious stuff.
Attack shield.
My
Frontal.
neck is private property.
Yeah, my damage is just much better.
Say
Killads.
hello to all my friends. I'm
Bomb
gonna get
incoming.
you to the count of 10. 1, 2, 10. Forecast cloudy with a chance of
Frontal.
boom.
No! That was so much better. Okay. Here's what I'm gonna do.
Let's keep a
Sorry,
strategy
Lucy, I woke
in
you up.
mind for the next fight.
I'm gonna not mess with this again until tomorrow because I think this is the point of the day where I have 5 minutes left on stream, and if I keep pulling it, I'm going to retreat from that progress. So I'm gonna pet the dog, and then I'm gonna go for the day. It is going better. I think this is the character. We just need to practice it. I just gotta run it. I think that we're gonna do that tomorrow. If it takes all day, then it takes all day. But I have a good feeling about tomorrow. But I'm gonna pet the dog for a bit. Then I'm gonna wrap up stream. That's my friend Moose. Alright. I am going to wrap a couple of minutes early. He's a good boy. He's so sleepy. I'll be back tomorrow. I'm going to do this tomorrow on stream. I'm going to do Underpin. My priest. We're just going to keep at it. And it'll come together or it won't. One of those two things will happen. Thank you so much for joining me today. I appreciate the company. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day. Bye.